with scrapping is part of life. So we happen to be the type of journalists to start a fight. I was raised in Gleason's, I was in the precinct, but I beat the case with my sweet peak defense. You drinking if you think you beating us. If I have to, I'ma put on Margarito's gloves. Don't do it. I'm in the Barclays like I own it. What you expected? The way I seized the moment, they thought I was epileptic. The fight game can't survive without me. I throw shots that make fighters spit out their mouthpiece. Never days off, only days on. I represent the hood like I'm Trayvon. These moments in boxing are so proper, like when Floyd told Oscar he beat his whole roster. It's our action that speaks the loudest. Though we the sweet scientists, they ain't nothing sweet about us.
What's up, guys? What's up, New York, Brooklyn? What it is, man. You know, like I said, this fight's been brewing for a minute now. You know, my team wants this fight, his team wants this fight. There's a reason why this fight is happening. We're young, we're hungry, we ain't trying to wait around. It's time for this to go down.
You know, I live for moments like this. You know, I've been the underdog before. I've been the promoted fighter, I've been the underdog. At the end of the day, all underdog means is a bunch of people who don't know what I can do.
I mean, this is boxing, baby. This ain't nothing new. 21 years in the game. I'm really happy to be in this moment. I'm really happy to be in this limelight. I'm really happy for you all to be here. There's many things that fuels us fighters. You know, for me, it's the legacy. So I'm gonna keep it short, man. This fight's right here, right now.
Unify another division has always been a dream of mine. We put the hard work in. We did everything we had to do. You know, we ran the hills, we ate the rocks, we chased the chickens, we did everything. So we feel good. You know, I feel good. I feel confident. Come Saturday night, we be unified champion again. And it's all right. I may not get the credit, but at the end of the night, just make sure that check is right.
I love the challenge. I love the sport. I want to get the best out of Keith one-time Thurman, and it's fights like this that are going to produce that.
Danny Garcia doesn't win because he knows how to win. Danny Garcia wins because he's better, and he's the true champion. And come Saturday night, I'm going to show that. Thank you. Oh, as a matter of fact, hold on. My dad wrote a letter up. I went to write it. Oh, shit, I left it back at the hotel, but it said something like this. It was like, man, this some bullshit. It's like,
All right, fight fans, it's your boy Ak with Barack Sweet Scientist on This50.com and SiriusXM. And we got the Philly ball, as they say in Philly here. And we have here Keith one-time Thurman. The fight week is here. The wait is over. All of the hoopla, the press tours, everything is done. The training, the making weight. How does Keith feel today?
Oh, man, we feel great. We feel ready, man. We've had a long training camp getting ready for this fight. At the end of the day, man, it's all about Saturday night, man. We've been mentally prepared, physically prepared, and I'm just ready to put on another great show here in Brooklyn.
You know, I want to ask you really quick. Are you okay with the fact that Keith Thurman's name is, on all of the signages and the step and repeats before yours?
No, not at all. It's something we agreed to before the fight. You know, he's a champion, I'm a champion, so we had a compromise.
So what are you getting out the deal?
Oh, I'm walking out second. Fight night.
I figured that.
Yeah. The true champion walking out second.
That's
you feel
right.
me?
Not the small
I ain't
point.
walking out first. I've been walking out second my whole career. So I let him have that. You know, it is what it is.
It's a compromise.
I think the bigger mental part is fight night. That's why everybody see around the world is me walking out second and me walking out like a true champion.
What is your assessment going into this fight? Do you feel like you have to be better, more prepared than you've ever been before?
You know, we came to be more prepared so that we can give you guys the best of Keith one-time Thurman. But outside of that, man, Danny is a world-class fighter. He is a world champion. He was a world champion at 140. He's now a world champion at 147. This is the biggest fight of my career. I believe this is the biggest fight of his career. Unifying titles at 147. Everybody knows that the welterweight division is one of the divisions that gets some of the most respect in the world of boxing, especially today. So, I'm looking forward to this fight. I'm looking forward to the challenges that Danny is going to bring to the ring. He's a very composed fighter. Last time you saw me perform, I fought Sean Porter, who fights with a lot of intensity. Danny is not as intense. He's a little bit more slower pace, but I believe that he has a bigger punch than Sean, and he's just composed. Everybody says he comes in as the underdog and he finds a way to win. So we're just gonna have to outsmart him, out-finesse him, and show him why my name is One Time come Saturday night.
What if he wasn't the underdog? You think you still have the same fire?
I don't know. Like I said before, man, I've been the underdog my whole career, so I don't think it would feel right if I was picked to win.
That's what I'm saying. Because sooner, if you beat him, you're not gonna be the underdog no more. You know, they're gonna be like, you know what, Danny's gonna knock this guy out. It's gonna be a little bit harder to train.
They might find another something to say. You've been on big stages before, obviously pay-per-view events against Lucas Matisse, but this is probably the biggest stage you've been on because we're talking free TV, we're talking casual fans, mainstream. You know, viewers are gonna be watching this fight. Do you feel that? Do you sense that this is the biggest stage you've been on?
Yeah, I've been on big stage. I've been on views, but definitely, yeah. I can't lie. Yeah, this is definitely the biggest stage. It's getting the most media attention than any of my other fights. People want to see champions fight champions, and it deserves everything it's getting.
Brooklyn is your home, man. I mean, I heard you call it your second home before. The crowd goes crazy when you fight at the Barclays. When you moving to Brooklyn? Go find a house in Brooklyn.
I don't know. I might get a condo or something, come out here. But I'm always out here. I got a lot of friends out here. I come out here, hang out with them. I go to the, New York parties always popping. So you come out here on a Tuesday night and have fun. So
every night.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, let us know next time you come so we can party.
You know what? One thing that I realize about you is that you're the only one that has defended Danny when he fought Herrera and when he fought Lamont Peterson. And it's funny that his next opponent offended his, so-called defeats in the eyes of the public. And that's a beautiful thing. And I say that's the heart of a champion. But I want to know something about this because Danny has called the Barclays his second home, being that he's fought there. He opened it up, actually. But you actually fought probably a better opponent there. How do you feel about that, fighting in Brooklyn?
It's a blessing to perform in New York. The history that New York has when it comes to the world of boxing and the fight fans. I mean, y'all got sports fans and everything. Y'all got, the arts down here. New York is the greatest city that America has to offer. So to just be here and to be performing here and to come back to back, and I'm bringing you guys big fight after big fight, CBS after CBS premieres, man. It's just an honor and it's a blessing. Saturday night is a historical night for boxing. Danny Garcia and Keith One Time Thurman are two undefeated welterweight champions putting their title on the line. This is the third time in boxing history that this is happening. So I've worked my whole life to have the career that I have today. I'm not afraid to let it go. If you can beat me, because I come in shape, because I come prepared, because I know how to box. This ain't nothing new to me. I've been hit. I give hits. It's a fight. It's a fight, It's what I live for. So Saturday night, the best man will win. And luckily, it's back here in Brooklyn at the Barclays Arena. The energy last time I was here was electric. I expect nothing else but more of that same intensity Saturday night.
You see, after he said New York was the greatest city in the world, I was supposed to drop the mic. I'm sorry about that, New York.
I tell you guys that all the time. Maybe you have a Florida native saying it. Did you see the video of Keith Thurman making fun of you? No look, left hook. How do you feel about him mocking you like that?
That means he's worried, But I said this, man. I said this before. I must be one hell of a fighter to knock somebody out without looking.
But it's not really a no-look hook, though.
Oh, no,
It's not.
It's time. This time.
That's the thing.
You ain't supposed to punch with your chin in the air.
Right.
The late great Bernard Hopkins told me, always punch with your head in a turtle shell. That means.
And that's a great defensive fighter.
He said, let him say what they want to say. But your chin is tucked.
Right.
That shit ain't getting hit.
That's just like Bernard Hopkins' sneaky overhand right. His head is all the way down, but it lands.
Listen, Keith, though you give Danny a lot of credit, there's video out there of you making fun of his no-look left hook, and that was pretty funny. You actually did it exactly like him. But let's be honest, the hook, the timing on that hook is precise, and it lands and it hurts people. So, I mean, you can have the prettiest hook in the world. If it doesn't land, it doesn't hurt anybody. It's useless, right? Yeah. So, are you looking, do you have a strategy against that good timing that he has?
Well, there's two things. Timing means that he sees you coming in. You know, you can't time something that you're not aware of. Okay. Another thing is he understands sometimes Danny will throw after you throw. And the theory behind throwing after you throw is simply saying, well, if you can hit me, you're most likely in the distance to where I can hit you.
Right.
Okay. And everybody that Danny's ever faced outside of Lucas Matisse did not hold a threatening punch. Now, the funny thing is I got a little joke, inside joke, which is, you know, when you look at fighters like Danny Garcia, when you look at fighters like Keith One-Time Thurman, at the end of the day, we some high-paid hookers, and we the ones you don't want to meet in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, I love, my ego as a fighter loves knowing I'm going up against another power puncher. You got a hook, I got a hook. Let's see who can land their hook.
I asked Keith the same thing because you're an Al Heyman fighter. We sat down with Oscar about a week and a half ago. You know, we asked him if he had a fighter that he could sign to somebody else, who would it be? He said Errol Spence, and he also alluded to the fact that he feels like he built a lot of the Al Heyman fighters that are stars now, quote unquote, because they were all on Golden Boy cards, and pretty much saying, not quoting you and Thurman and Porter and Wilder, but in a way saying that he built all of you guys.
Well, if he truly built us, he would have been more aware of what was written and what was not written, right? So honestly, I love Oscar De La Hoya, and I love the opportunities I had to fight under Golden Boy. But we were free agents. That was the problem, you know. And for better or for worse, he had faith in his team, but either they were giving him false information, or he wasn't fully aware of his own corporation. You know what I mean? And being the head dude, Steve Jobs, before he passed away, I'm pretty sure he was fully aware of what was going on within his corporation.
Yeah, well, I was signed to Golden Boy, so I was signed with Golden Boy, but Al Heyman was my manager, so you know he had to move me on his promotion.
Sugar Ray Leonard is going to be part of this broadcast. I want to know, what do you think would have happened if you met Sugar Ray Leonard in his prime at welterweight?
Oh man, it'd have been a tremendous fight. Cause I'm kind of like the Duran type fighter. You know, to me, like Duran, he's definitely, I think he might be top 3 best fighters ever, if you ask me.
Yeah. I can't argue with that.
He is one of my favorite fighters, actually.
Before we go, real quick, I'm gonna play a game called Stand and Nate. You gotta answer right away. First thing that comes to your mind. You can't think. You just shoot as soon as I shoot. 8 questions. Ready? So it's called a Stand and Nate. Real quick. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
Avatar. I like that movie.
Matrix.
Favorite TV show?
Do I even?
Sweet Scientist?
No, do I even have a favorite TV show?
I guess not.
Property Brothers.
I don't think.
Celebrity crush?
Ariana Grande.
Ooh, there we go.
It's a good one.
Got one, bro.
Ain't got one. Smart answer. Smart man.
Favorite NBA team?
NBA team? I mean, I guess I like LeBron right now.
Favorite car?
Favorite car, I would say Lamborghini.
Favorite meal?
We already established that's pizza already. A hot dog.
Steak and asparagus.
Yeah, man, I'd say pasta and steak, man. Steak and pasta. It depends.
Favorite rapper?
Meek Mill, French Montana.
Currently, I like J. Cole. I like The Weeknd too, though.
Favorite drink?
I don't drink a lot. If I do drink, the champ drinks tequila, man.
Should have been effing vodka. But anyway,
Kool-Aid? Kool-Aid?
Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Favorite fight of all time?
Favorite fighter of all time?
Duran. Roberto Duran.
Yeah.
Favorite fighter of all time, Aaron the Hawk Pryor.
There you have it, folks. Keith One-Time Thurman, the Philly boy, Danny Swift Garcia. You don't want to miss this fight on CBS this Saturday. Obviously, the fight of the year. Tune in. Sweet Scientist. This is 50.com and SiriusXM.